everybody! As you probably know, it's the TheRedMageKro, and welcome back to the post-commentary of Rimworld, the subscribers. So, a couple of things. Mainly, due to Joe. Apparently we let Joe go. Probably due to him not being a relatively good person for our group. I don't know. I do have vague memories of that, now that I think about it. But, Graphic didn't just let him go just to let him go. So, yeah. There is that. So we figured that out. Graphic basically pointed that out. Thank you, Graphic, for doing so. We have Umbreon digging there. I believe this is where we put our batteries. In this area. And whatnot. And so with that also being said, I want you guys to know, that the video after this is going to be on Monday, because this should be coming out on Sunday. So on Monday, we'll start with the Rancher of Rimworld. And that one is very nice. I actually do enjoy how it's going. In which it is modded, by the way. So it's modded so that we'd have more variety of animals and whatnot. And honestly, I kind of want to bring a couple of those mods over to the subscribers. A lot of those mods can be, you know, placed into this situation. But I don't think that every mod can do that. So there might be, like... So I don't know whether or not, like... Because, like, I do want to have both the series being relatively similar, if anything. I do want that, but altogether, I kind of like this being vanilla. I don't know if I really want it to be modded. And even if we were to basically, you know, try to get it modded, not all the mods would basically most likely work because this is a vanilla game. But I want to hear what you guys basically think. Should we keep this one vanilla? Or should we, basically also mod it as well? Because if we mod it, I think the one thing that I am going to want to take out from the other series is a mod called Run and Gun. It seems to be a little OP. I'll let you guys relatively, you know, touch up on that. But it looks like we self-tamed boar. So this old piggy's joining us, and it makes the most beautiful noise. I'll have you guys know that I basically love pig noises. Like, you guys are gonna be like, oh, you know, like, do you like penguin noises? Not so much. No, not so much. Like, if anything, I like their noises, but, like, I won't freak out over it. A pig noise, I'll be like, oh, it's a little piggy! But, you know, a penguin noise, not so much. Fox noises, maybe, they yip. But not a lot more love for pig noises than penguin noises. That's definitely sure. And we are harvesting the cotton, which makes fabric, which is good. It's a good insulator. We would want to make those into dusters, parkas, and if it does get ridiculously hot, cowboy hats. When it gets really cold, jackets will help us, you know, with those endeavors as well. I've been watching a couple of other videos and basically touching up on how this, you know, what's good in the game, what's bad in the game, and all that different type of jazz. And so I've been doing quite a bit of studying, which I do like. I do like the simple fact that that's the thing I've been doing. And so, with that being said... Oh, why'd I do that, I wonder? So, Umbreon's still going to relatively, like, make a little pathway behind it and whatnot. For reasons I don't remember. Oh, looks like yeah, I'm kind of expanding it out a little. There we go. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. And so, yeah. I think you guys will like the Rancher. I'm gonna let you know that, because that series is definitely new, there is a lot of times where I could have lost my entire colony right off the bat. Namely because it's Naked and Afraid. And I'm still kind of getting used to a couple of different things. Like, I didn't know that you can't self-heal if you're incapable of walking. There's a piggy! Look at the piggy! Also, if you guys want the pig to be named something, go ahead and name it in the comments down below, and we'll name it. And whatnot. And so, like, you know, let's say you guys do want this to be modded. You know, if you want me to, like, relatively, like, mod it and then everything be hunky-dory, I can definitely, like, you know, just put it as modded. That way I don't have to consistently change things from, like, this series and the next series and make sure that everything's loaded and whatnot. I'm pretty sure that can cause problems if I don't do it correctly. We find some steel randomly on the ground. Looks like we also... What would we be looking for? Probably stuff to kill if possible. But yeah, no. If anything, like, if you guys want it to be modded, and for instance that it doesn't work out, I can basically, I can definitely make it so that, you know, story-wise, we go ahead and we, you know, move or something, and we take everything that we basically have with us. So that means that we'll have a piggy, we'll have the warg, we'll name the warg Red so that there's no mishaps, and we'll take Dolly, Umbreon, and all them, and I'll keep the relationships and whatnot. It would just mean that a matter of making a brand new base and whatnot, and probably, like, you know, getting everything right off the bat too would probably also be a little bit of a problem, because solar was kind of like a really big thing and whatnot. Basically, I'll just probably add in enough stuff that, you know, would basically be able to make everything no problem. Something along those lines. But other than that, yeah, no, our colony is actually looking pretty good right now. It would be a shame to see it go, but it's up to you guys if you guys want to see it, like, modded and whatnot. We're hunting a turkey. Let's see. We got a couple of people with tattered apparel, and we're not researching anything right now. Why don't we have anything researched? Oh, dead piggy, no! So, if anything, let's go with a question of the day. Do you guys drink tea? And if you do, what's your favorite tea? Like, so far, I'm not a big fan of green chai tea. It's not my favorite. I would say that ginger peach is probably my favorite so far. I do want to try Earl Grey. I basically want to start trying, like, a whole bunch of teas. Just namely because there's kind of... They're supposed to be somewhat better for you and whatnot, but other than that, I'm not terribly big on them. I still love my coffee. Coffee is where my heart is. Or the heart is where the coffee is. I don't know. It's something along those lines. But, yeah, if anything, tea is pretty nice. I do like it. Or, you know, if you, like, drink Arizona tea, too. Like, you can always pick, you know, something like that. But then again, a lot of them are cocktails. And every male gender winces in pain. I believe that's what it said. Sometimes these things go by so fast, but I believe that's what it was. As we try to tame the piggy. And if anything, like, you know, the reason I like the rancher is because we get a lot of animals. Like, no spoiler or anything, but there are... We do get... We're doing good in that series when it comes down to animal taming. And it just keeps getting better, and I love it. I love it so much. Looks like Dolly is... Or, Dolly, yeah, Dolly might be cleaning. We're looking at, you know, how beautiful the rooms are, because, you know, when it comes down to people, they tend to like better rooms and whatnot. So, yeah. We're doing pretty good for now. And nothing can stop us. Nothing at all. You know what? I think it's story time, because there's relatively, like, nothing going on from what it looks like. It looks like things have relatively slowed down. So, you know what? Let's talk about... You know, we'll go with my manga collection. Let's talk manga. So, as for me, I collect a little bit of manga. Every now and again, basically when I have enough money, I buy a couple of manga. For now, I basically have a complete series of, My Hero Academia, if you can call it complete, because, you know, it's still being released book by book, but the Shonen Jump, I guess, is much farther out than where the manga are, and whatnot. So, I think it's like in Shonen Jump. I think that there's like, I know for a fact that it's a lot farther than I know. Because, frick, I've seen a couple of characters before they were even released in the manga. So I know for a fact that things are, like, much farther out than what I know of. But, yeah, so I got those. And then I got, like... Oh, is it, like, over 70 at this point? Let's see, I see... one... What? Oh, pack of huskies! That's right, I got a bunch of frickin' huskies again. Dogs love me, guys. But yeah, if anything, it looks like I'm at manga volume 60. When it comes down to Fairy Tale. And yeah, it goes for like 60 plus more. Oh no. But I enjoy Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale is a pretty decent anime altogether. Like, the one thing that's starting to get really old, though, is, oh, my friends are my power, and I become more powerful because of friendship. And I don't have anything against that. I'm one of those people who love cliches, and that cliche is on the list. But, like, when every single thing goes wrong... Every single thing, and then something friendship, something friendship. It's like, if you could, like, replace friendship in that with something relatively similar, it would be the same. It would be the absolute same. Like, you would very much understand what they're talking about. It's brilliant, it's great. But the My Hero Academia ones are always a fun read. Look at that piggy. I can hear the dogs too. Aw. And whatnot. So it's always a good read for the My Hero Academia. It's really, really good. I would say that it's one of the best newer kind of shonen animes that are out. Is it a shonen anime? I think it's a shonen anime. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think that's the correct word, but I might be thinking of something else. Other than that, what else do I have? Oh, I've recently started Black Clover. Black Clover is a lot like Fairy Tale without the whole friendship shtick. And quite honestly, I kind of like it a little bit better for those reasons. Like, oh my lord, I can't tell you enough how much fairy tale is about friendship. It's great. And you know, the more I think about it, the more I wonder if I actually have a preference. By preference, I typically mean like slice of life, action, shonen, that type of jazz. And if anything, I'm kind of the jack of all trades of that too. I don't relatively care too much about what it is that I am reading or watching. Looks like that's just like somebody asking for us to get rid of a bandit camp in which we get a jade table, masterwork, and LMG, which is excellent. But we don't exactly have the manpower to do it, so it ain't going to even work. Not even gonna work on that. So, you know, I mean, I guess I lean more towards the slice of life, but I don't mind the action. I don't mind sports. Sports are actually kind of a nice one, every now and again. The one thing I don't like is basically when an anime gets, gory or basically stupid. You know, if I had to give out an example, Season 2 of Guilty Crown, I believe it's called. I just felt like that was just over the top. I feel like that was just over the top. Season 1 was great. Season 2 was a little bit over the top and felt like it didn't need to go down the road that it basically did. There are people who are gonna like it, yes, but I, for one, just did not. And if anybody who likes that anime watches this video, oh, I'm ready for them to tear into me. But, yeah. But, yeah, no. I don't relatively have a lot of preferences. Which, I think that could be, it's just me, really. But we're getting close to the end of the video, so we're going to start, you know, the outro here. So I would like to thank each and every one of you who's been with the beginning of the series, mainly you, Salt, mainly you, Umbreon. I don't know if Senju is watching this too. I know that a couple of views are on these videos. I thank you guys for watching it. I'm going to wait for your feedback before posting more of this series. And so, with that being said, I would like to see you all in the next recording, where hopefully no more post commentaries happens in this series of the subscribers. Hopefully never again in any other series, because let's face it, I'm not one who relatively likes to talk as much as possible. Yeah, Anyways, see ya, everybody. Bye-bye!